Welcome, everyone, to Petco Park in San Diego. We've got Game 2 of the 3-game series.
Last night, a frustrating one with the Padres getting shut out in back-to-back games for the first time this season, marking 25 consecutive innings without a run scored by the Padres.
Dylan Cease on the mound, start number 6 of the year.
Starting to move in the right direction. Sixth start of the year, 1-1 with a 6.04 ERA. Opponents hitting .288, although the last 2 starts have gotten a lot better for Dylan Cease.
Yandy Diaz in on the right side, the DH. Popped up. Manny Machado into foul ground, headed over towards the Rays dugout to make the catch for out number 1. Brandon Lau. 209, 3 homers, 13 runs batted in for Lau. Popped up. Machado again. This time in fair ground for out number 2. 2 down here in the first inning. Brings up Junior Caminero. Swing and a miss, and he'll strike him out on a fastball.
At 97 miles an hour, a 1-2-3 top of the first for Dylan Cease.
Scouting report on Ryan Pepiot, pretty much the same as Dylan Cease, trying to find that command.
Ryan Pepiot all set to go to work with Tatis Jr. in the batter's box.
And here's a liner into left center. Thinking too is Fernando, headed to second base. He'll get there standing. A double to start the bottom of the first inning.
We didn't really even get a chance to highlight how teams have fared on the fastball from Pepiot. Toddy, bullet in the left center. Leadoff double to get things popping in the first for the Padres.
Now Gavin Sheets, who they move up into the number 2 position.
Ground ball right side. Brandon Lau with the toss to first.
And now they get Manny Machado with the infield in.
Little tap back to the mound. Oh, be a play at the plate. They're going to get Tatis in a rundown. And he is out. He went out of the baselines, called out by Hanahan down there, the third base umpire. And Machado winds up at second.
He said the trip back to third base cannot be through the coach's box. Boy, nice job by Pepiot. Good athlete coming off the mound. Get that feed right to Jansen and run him all the way back. And here, but a little too far out. Can't be all the way in the grass.
Here's Xander Bogaerts standing in on the right side.
Line off of Pepiot, goes right to Brandon Lau with the trap and throw to first in time, and the pressure mounts for the Padres. That's now 26 consecutive scoreless innings, and they waste the leadoff double by Tatis. All right, Jonathan Aranda will start it against Dylan Cease as we move to the top of the second.
That's a base hit, shot back through the middle off that full count pitch, and Jonathan Aranda is aboard.
2 things at play here. That was a slider that Cease is trying to throw for a strike, and so what it ends up doing is what it's given him problems so far this season. It stayed flat. Very short, quick, compact.
He's on to begin the second. Up comes Christopher Morel.
Here's a pop-up. Right side, and Iglesias is going to catch it. Here is Cameron Meisner now.
He's going to punch that one through out of the reach of Bogaerts. Aranda moves up to second, and Meisner with a base hit his first time up.
That's exactly what he did. Poke it the other way. Did not catch that ball clean, but it was well placed outside of the reach of Bogaerts.
Jose Caballero.
On the ground to short. Bogaerts will go to second base for 1 on to first. It is not in time. They get the middleman in Meisner. 6-4 in the force out at second base. Caballero will reach it first.
Chandler Simpson, a guy that seemingly puts the ball in play every single time he comes to the plate.
And he draws the walk. And like that, the bases are loaded.
And Danny Jansen, the catcher, coming up next here from the 9 spot.
Here's the pitch to Jansen. Swung on and missed. Strike 3. Got him to chase that high slider again. And the Rays will leave him loaded here in the top of the second inning.
And it is Yandy Diaz leading it off now for the Rays. Swing and a miss, and he closed the second by striking out Jansen. Opens the third by striking out Diaz. 1 away.
And this is a slider up. Don't know that that's where he wants that pitch, but nonetheless gets the result he's looking for.
Here's Brandon Lau, who popped up his first start.
There's a high fly ball deep to left. That's got great carry, and it is gone. Opposite field home run. Brandon Lau connects for the 4th time this year. Out to left center field, and the Rays lead 1-0.
Well, Dylan Cease right there trying to pitch Brandon Lowe backwards. The changeups moving into the fastball. The one thing that we've been documenting all season long is Brandon has been all over the heater.
Brandon coming into this game 4 of 10 with a home run off Cease, and he just hit another one. High popper off the bat of Junior Caminero, and it falls.
Nobody took charge. That was the most laissez-faire approach I've seen from two middle infielders on a pop-up in a long time. I mean, no one just seemed real interested in catching it.
Runner goes at first, a swing and a miss. Throw down to second base will be not in time. Stolen base. Looked like the throw beat him. The tag must not have.
Tag was high on the leg. Looked like Caminero was able to get his foot on the bag before the tag was applied. It was a good pickup by Bogey. But as he tried to apply the tag, it was high up on the leg.
That was close. In a scoring position goes Caminero, and here is Morel.
And oh, look at this. A hot shot deep to left center field. That's going to one-hop the wall. Caminero's going to score, and Morel has himself a double, and the Rays have a 2-run lead. 2-0 now.
Boy, that ball was absolutely powdered by Christopher Morel. Didn't have the carry on it. Hit it too solid. That ball just absolutely smoked deep out into left center field, and it plays pretty deep here.
Padres have not been shut out in 3 straight games since April 4th through the 6th, 2016. 3-2 pitch is going to miss. Ball 4, Tyler Wade.
Maldonado, the catcher.
Wade does go, and it's popped up toward the right field line, over and moving into foul ground. Meisner slides and went into the wall, and he caught the baseball. Oh, what a catch by Cameron Meisner. Fully extended, feet first into the sidewall. He makes the play. That's the first out here in the 3rd inning. That's incredible.
As hard as he hit that sidewall, also, I thought that's very easy to injure anything. Ankle, knee, hip. But he's just fine. And I don't know how, from every angle they showed, it looks more and more difficult, and he held on to it.
Already 75 pitches for Cease through 4 innings.
Brandon Lowe, who homered back in the 3rd.
96 with a fastball, and Brandon Lowe with a 4-pitch walk to begin the Rays' 5th inning.
Caminero hit the pop-up near second base back in the 3rd inning.
That's a hot shot over the head of Machado, back down toward the corner and left. Lowe's going to hit 3rd. They put the stop sign up for him there on a double for Caminero. And the Rays have a quick opening threat here in the 5th inning on the walk and the double.
Well, Junior Caminero really starting to heat up, especially as far as the extra base hit goes. He gets a knuckle curve right there that stays right in the middle of the plate, and he is all over it.
Like Schilt making the change. Dylan Cease is departing after 95 pitches here tonight. Curtis Mead is going to pinch hit.
Mead sends a fly ball into right toward the line. Tatis Jr. over for it, going to make the catch. Tagging Lowe at 3rd, and he will score ahead of the throw back in. Sliding head first, and the Rays get a run.
As we move on here to the bottom of the 6th inning. Tyler Wade lines one to center field, and by the dive of Simpson, Wade is headed for at least second, maybe beyond. The throw will go to 3rd. He will be safe. Gamble by Simpson in center, and it gets by him.
Sometimes your speed can get you into a little bit of trouble. Not all that close on the dive. Tyler Wade able to turn it loose at that point. Leadoff triple for the Padres. See if they can turn their fortunes the other way here.
Now Fernando trying to bring that run in. Fernando on the ground into right center. Base hitter comes Tyler Wade. Padres on the board.
Leave it to that man right there. Finally cracks the scoreless streak with a single the other way. Good piece of hitting by Toddy. As he's really done all season long. Padres get a run, cut the lead to 2.
Edwin Uceda takes over for Ryan Pepio.
Manny Machado, the first man up in the bottom of the 7th inning for San Diego. Shot back into straightaway center. Simpson's going to go to the wall. He leaps and he makes the catch. Chandler Simpson tracked it all the way to the wall. Had a step left, made a leap and grabbed it. And that is out number 1. Simpson fired up on that catch.
Yeah, real fired up. Real fired up. He just took a point away right here. This ball well struck by Manny Machado, but not hit well enough. Look at the timing here shown by Chandler Simpson. Took one last peek at the wall and then up and over the top, and he robs one.
So the bases will be loaded. Down to first goes Morel, pushed up to second Caminero, over to third Yandy Diaz. And Taylor Walls, who entered the game at short back in the fifth, will be the hitter. And Walls, did he offer or not? He did not, and he took that pitch down. That's going to force home a run. How about that? Yandy Diaz will score as Walls draws the bases loaded walk to make it 4-1.
And now we'll turn it over to Pete Fairbanks, who is 9 in the third innings. That whip 1.50.
Ornelas coming up next.
Ground ball right side into the glove of Brandon Lau, and the throw to first will take care of this one. And the Rays have beaten San Diego tonight 4-1.